My name is John, and today I want to tell you about the most important person in my life, my mother. She is my hero, my teacher, and my best friend. I hope this story shows how amazing she is and why I love her so much. I grew up in a small town. Life was simple, but it was not always easy. My father worked long hours, and my mother stayed at home to take care of me and my two younger sisters. She was always busy, but she never complained. She cooked, cleaned, helped us with our homework, and still found time to make us laugh. One thing I remember most about my mother is her smile. No matter how tired she was, she always smiled. Her smile made everything better. When I felt sad or scared, she would hug me and say, "Don't worry, John. Everything will be okay." Her words and her smile gave me strength. My mother is also very smart. She never went to college, but she knows so many things. She taught me how to read and write before I even started school. She told me stories every night before bed. Some were funny and some were full of lessons. One of my favorite stories was about a small bird that learned to fly even when it was afraid. "Be brave, like the little bird," she would say. When I was 10 years old, something big happened. My father lost his job. It was a hard time for our family. We didn't have much money, and we had to move to a smaller house. I remember feeling scared and unsure about the future, but my mother stayed strong. She found ways to make us happy even when things were difficult. She cooked simple meals that tasted amazing, and she made games out of nothing. She taught us to be thankful for what we had. My mother also started a small business during that time. She made and sold handmade scarves. She worked late into the night, sewing and knitting, but she never seemed tired when she was with us. Her hard work inspired me. She showed me that even when life is tough, we can find solutions and move forward. As I grew older, I began to understand more about my mother. I saw how much she gave up for us. She didn't buy new clothes for herself because she wanted us to have everything we needed. She didn't go out with friends because she wanted to spend time with us. She put our happiness above her own. In high school, I started to notice how other people admired my mother too. Our neighbors would come to her for advice, and she always helped them with a smile. Whether it was fixing a torn shirt or listening to someone's problems, she never turned anyone away. People would often tell me, "Your mother is an amazing woman." I felt so proud every time I heard that. There was one moment in high school that I will never forget. I was part of the school soccer team, and we had an important match. I wasn't the best player, and I was nervous. My mother came to watch the game, even though she had so many things to do at home. I remember seeing her in the crowd, cheering for me. Her support gave me the confidence to play my best. After the game, she hugged me and said, "I'm so proud of you, John." That meant more to me than anything. When I went to college, I was nervous about leaving home. My mother hugged me tightly and said, "I'm so proud of you, John. Go and do your best. Remember, I'm always here for you." Her words stayed with me every day. Whenever I felt homesick or stressed, I thought of her and found the courage to keep going. College was a new and challenging experience for me. I had to learn how to manage my time and take care of myself. There were moments when I felt like giving up, but my mother's voice was always in my head. "You can do it, John," she would say. "You are stronger than you think." I called her every weekend to tell her about my classes and my life. She always listened patiently and gave me advice. Sometimes she would send me care packages with my favorite snacks and handwritten notes. Those little gestures reminded me that no matter how far away I was, she was always thinking of me. After graduating, I got my first job in the city. It was exciting, but also overwhelming. I worked long hours and faced many challenges. My mother's words of encouragement kept me going. She reminded me to take things one step at a time and to celebrate my achievements, no matter how small. One day, I surprised her by visiting home without telling her in advance. When she opened the door and saw me standing there, her face lit up with joy. We spent the whole weekend together, talking, laughing, and cooking our favorite meals. It was a simple but perfect time. Moments like that reminded me of how much she means to me. Now, as an adult, I try to show my mother how much I appreciate her. I visit her as often as I can. We sit together, drink tea, and talk about everything. She still gives me advice, and I still listen because she is always right. On her birthday, I wrote her a letter. In it, I said, "Thank you for being the best mother in the world. Everything I am today is because of you." She cried when she read it, and I hugged her tightly, just like she used to hug me. My mother taught me so many things: kindness, strength, hard work, and love. She showed me how to be a good person and to never give up, no matter what. She is my hero, and I am so lucky to have her in my life. Looking back, I see how much my mother shaped my life. Her strength, love, and wisdom gave me the foundation I needed to grow. She showed me that family is the most important thing, and her example inspires me every day. I carry her lessons in my heart, and I will always be grateful for the amazing person she is. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss the next one. See you soon.